Regardless of the kind of youth work you do, forget what model you're using, how specific the needs are in your area. There is always one project, one meeting that every single youth ministry needs. And if yours doesn't have it, you need to put it together this week. If you can't do it, find someone who can. And that is the prayer meeting. Every single youth ministry needs a dedicated time for parents, supporters, families, young people themselves, team, whoever, to get together and just pray intentionally for young people. That can be done during projects. And when I've had big events on, I've often had a room of people praying while the event's happening. It could be just a monthly gathering of people to share what you're thankful for and what you need. It could be done through Zoom, it could be done in person, it could be done as a prayer walk, it could be done using all three. My encouragement to you is make sure you have one. Not only is it an explicit acknowledgement that we need God's power and presence in all of our project work, it's also a regular time to hand specific needs of your young people to the wider community, so you're not just holding on to them all yourself and being burdened and baggaged by all this extra weight. It's also a great time to connect with parents and supporters. It's an important time to share needs, financial, resourcing, people, time. It's a great way just to say before God and before people, we're in this together. We're in this together for the sake of young people. It's also amazing when you get young people involved in that. So often I will go into a school and I'll meet with a completely non-Christian group and say, hey, this Sunday I've got a bunch of adults praying for you. Anything you want me to tell them about? And they might write down individual prayer requests, or they might just fill up a board, or they might do some short videos, and will always pray for those things at the next prayer meeting. It also goes the other way. I've had prayer meetings do what I call the letter project, where I get adults to write letters to their 14-year-old self or a 13-year-old today. Not by name, not personally, not to one young person, and not preachy. I do vet the letters and tell them, if you're just preaching at them, I'm not going to give it to them. But encouraging letters from parents, from pastors, from supporters, from older Christians to young people. And that means I go into school and say, hey, here's a whole bunch of letters that adults wrote to you. That's powerful. It's always powerful. So I want to encourage you today, be a group that has a dedicated prayer meeting. We have prayer meetings. We also have prayer bookmarks. We send out fortnightly prayer emails. Make sure that you are a praying ministry, a praying people, and you will see just how much more together and powerful and effective your work is when you add prayer to it. One of my favorite books is Jim Cymbala's Fresh Wind, Fresh Fire. And he says you can't measure the strength of a church based off the Sunday morning worship service. You measure it from its midweek evening prayer time. Who are the people who pray? Who are the people who commit regularly before God? Who humble themselves before him? Because these are the people that are going to drive health and change in your church. Good, that's it. Pray more. Thank you.